Hello, 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 hello. Can you guys hear me? Cheers. Christian says he thought that I would stream tonight, and the universe brought me to him. I agree. Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello? You can hear me? What's up, Scotty? What's up, Christian? What's up, Dre? How's it going, guys? So, we started drinking for the Kobe memorial thing that happened tonight. Yeah. Thought I'd come and say hello, have a drink with you guys. What's up, Ren? How you doing? How you doing? Cheers. I don't like not being able to hear myself. This is weird. Damn. Hold on, let me fix this real quick, guys. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. I have to be able to hear myself. It feels weird if I don't. Here we go. I hope that doesn't fuck with, like, the audio. Let's see, what if I did this? Talk, hello. And this doesn't fuck with that. Okay, so that doesn't affect it. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Just being a real one in here? Yeah, I like it. I knew that would fuck with some of you guys. For the real ones. Appreciate you, Scotty. Thank you. I can't believe he's gone. I know, dude. It sucks. Me and my wife. My daughter told me, my oldest daughter told me tonight, Victoria, I've never seen you cry before. I guess, which is a surprise to me. But, yeah. Definitely going to peep the new Lil Wayne album. Probably going to bump that shit on the way to LA tomorrow. Hey, tell me this cup ain't fire. Just saying. This is that shit. This is that 2009 dubstep right here. I wanted to play this album right here. Here we go. Down. Back. Kind of want to listen to my album again, guys. I'm like just drunk enough to like not give a fuck, but also not drunk enough to not to so I'm not an idiot. Then don't, Christian. Simple as that. Then don't. Fuck that. Fuck that. Hey, I have the utmost love for our military and shit like that, but it's just not for me. Nothing I could ever do. Personally. Damn. Guess I got my swagger back. Damn, Scream be releasing a bunch of shit. Okay. Guess I got my swagger back. Damn. 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 I'll be homeless if I don't. Well, damn. Yeah, both those situations suck, dude. You have to do 4 years? Can't you do only 2 years? Damn. I was trying to play Fortnite with the homies, but nobody's playing right now. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna stream, have a drink and a smoke with the homies. Yeah, cheers. How's everybody doing tonight? How you guys doing? Talk to me. 10:45 or so at night on the West Coast. Damn. Let's do this. Let's change the colors in the background, yeah? There's a big gap in chat and when I get them talking. And that's better for when I game, but I forgot to change it earlier. So we'll see. What the fuck was I about to do? Oh yeah. Oh, that fucking thumbnail is trash. Let's put up a new thumbnail, a better one. Smoking some Billies. What's a Billy? That sounds fire. What about this one, guys? It's kind of fire, right? I think I'm gonna leave that one. That one's cool. Your man Dom Reyes, you know that boy's from my city, right? He's from out here where I live, and he reminds me exactly of all the little douchebags that I would want to punch in their fucking face in high school, but I was too scared to. I punched a couple of them. I was scared, but I did it. I want to tell you guys a story. Let me tell you a story, right? Which story do I want to tell you guys? It definitely needs to be like one. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna kick it old school, right? And we're gonna do this. Watch. I'm actually kind of buzzed. Like kind of drunk. Ready to do this. One day I was walking down the path of righteousness. As I awoke, I saw a bush which was unlike other bushes I have seen in the past. This bush spoke. It had a name and a past, a family, and an understanding of life. I became friends with this bush. This bush and I became more than friends. We became lovers. And as the years passed, and I made love to the bush, and the bush made love to me, the emotions we felt became deeper. Deeper than love. Deeper than hardcore sex. They became horrifically addictive. Eventually, the bush and I decided the relationship was toxic. And as the years went on, decades went on, and the bush and I had never seen each other since. Although one day I got a letter in the mail, which told me the bush was gone. It was finally time for the bush to move on. I was in denial. I could not accept it. They told me the bush had died due to old age. And I said, "Are you kidding me? It's a bush!" It's a fucking bush. Elliot says, "Love your videos, man. If you have more trip stories to share, do. I enjoy those kind of videos. Hope you're out of depression. Hope the best." Definitely out of depression. First off, I appreciate you. Thank you. Definitely out of depression. Getting there, at least for the most part. And I don't have any more trip stories to share. I have no more stories I can tell. I don't. I've told all the stories every single time I've tripped that I can remember well enough to tell a story about. And trust me, down the line, when as more experiences happen, I'll tell more stories. But right now, I'm in a bit of a rut. And you guys want to hear? Actually, you know what? Let's do this over. What if we did this? All right. And what if I did this? You guys are about to get a little sneak peek of the new. Let's see if I can get through this whole thing. If I can, it'll be fire. You guys will enjoy it, and you'll have a great experience. This is a great story written by somebody who really knew what they were doing, and this is going to be the new trip story, and it's gonna kind of be going forward what I'm gonna do with trip stories. What's up, Via? All right. So let's say I did this. Inside the belly of the beast isn't the ideal place to take a hit of acid. Prison involves most things people associate with bad trips. Enclosed spaces, law enforcement, ugly rooms, and bleak environments. Plus, violent people who might fuck with your psychedelic stuffed head. For lack of a better comparison, it's more Shawshank Redemption than Alice in Wonderland. Prisoners like drugs, though. When you're locked up, it's easy to want to escape reality through any means possible, and drugs are an effective method to make that happen. I'm drunk, and this is not going to be how I talk and how I sound, but I just want you guys to know the story. Many will settle for wood, hooch, or synthetic shit, but name a substance and chances are there's a way to smuggle it into your cell unit, regardless of where you're incarcerated. Before I continue, this is going to be called LSD in Prison Trip Stories by Seth Ferranti. I was a nonviolent offender who got sentenced for an LSD conspiracy and met a variety of psychedelic enthusiasts during my 20 plus years behind bars. I found a way to get my hands on some acid when I was in jail, and it was a severely fucked experience. For other people, though, taking a hit didn't just expand the mind, it expanded the prison walls. It's a far cry from a rave or a Grateful Dead show, but it can be a life-changing experience. Below are 3 stories about what it's like to trip while living in a high-security prison, starting with my own experience. You could say I'm an acid veteran. Prior to spending over 20 years behind bars for an LSD conspiracy conviction, which is a story in itself, I had taken legitimately thousands of hits. After I ended up in prison, though, I didn't really think about tripping much. Likely because it was what got me locked up in the first place. Instead, I became a weed man. I'd smuggle it in, sell it, smoke it. I didn't let a 25-year sentence stop me from selling drugs in any of the 7 prisons I lived in. Yeah, regardless of where I was locked up, I'd managed to smuggle in bud by swallowing balloons full of the stuff. Fast forward a couple years, and I began thinking about changing my outlook on life in prison. A hit of acid sounded like the necessary remedy. Being in prison can feel like having blinders on reality, and sometimes you just have to open the doors of perception. It was time for me to expand my awareness. I'm going to do this, actually. A hit of acid sounded like the necessary remedy. Being in prison can feel like having blinders on reality, and sometimes you just have to open the doors of perception. It was time for me to expand my awareness outside the bubble of incarceration that I found myself trapped in. In 2005, I was at a federal correctional institution, Fairton, New Jersey, and my girl was supposed to bring me some balloons of weed for me to swallow during a visit. I asked her in advance if she could bring me some acid too. When I hit the dance floor, what prisoners call the visiting room, my girl arrived with bad news. She couldn't score any good pot to balloon up in time, but she did have a tab of Blue Unicorn LSD for me. She went to the vending machine, bought me a hamburger, put it in the microwave, and put the tab of acid in the mustard she spread on the snack. I greedily devoured the sandwich, expecting to be tripping in the visiting room with my girl very soon. But things turned out a bit differently. I had been bringing a lot of weed into Fairton, and this happened to be the day a compound snitch ratted me out to the correctional officers. Not even an hour into the visit, they pounced on me, made my girl leave, after searching her and coming up empty-handed, and dragged my sorry ass to the hole. The spiked burger was likely settling in my big intestine by the time they made their move. As my pupils began to dilate and my vision got funny, I was brought to what they call a dry cell in the special housing unit. There's like no running water, no mattress, no pillow, no toilet, nothing. They stripped me naked and checked my orifices to make sure I was not concealing anything before giving me a bed sheet and a pair of underwear. They had a big window in the front of the cell so they could observe me, and there was a video camera set up to keep an extra eye on me too. I'm not sure what the guards manning the camera were expecting to see, but the footage probably only showed a terrified inmate who happened to be tripping balls on the low. And it felt like a movie. but it would take a seriously twisted individual to imagine a more existentially fucked psychedelic experience. I splayed my sheet on the metal bed and laid down under the bright lights that were shining on me. I was familiar with the narc routine, even though I'd never been in a dry cell before. Over the next 48 hours, longer than the trip itself, the guards would make me defecate at least 5 times in a plastic bowl lined with a clear garbage bag so they could search through my shit and look for drugs. As the prisoner lieutenant searched my shit bowl, I anxiously watched him as the acid toyed with my senses. I knew I was clean, for once. But the drugs triggered an inescapable paranoia that they'd find something. What if there were balloons in my shit? What if there was one baggie that somehow got stuck in my gut and was finally coming out? I was fucking losing it. By the time I passed every possible inspection, my psyche felt like it had been put in a microwave alongside that burger. To say the experience was a living hell would be an understatement. The merch is down until later, probably more like springtime it'll be back up. Thank you guys. Love you guys for hanging out and chilling with me. This music is called Native American Flute Music, something like that on YouTube. Just look it up. Continued. I chilled out a bit once the hallucinogen wore off, but it's not like you can immediately snap out of something like that. For the remainder of my time in the hole, I mostly lay down on the cold metal bed and tried not to melt into a puddle as the cameras continued to watch my every move and the fluorescent lights remained on. I imagined my first psychedelic experience in prison to be an escape outside the barbed wire lined walls, but it ended up bringing me deeper into the incarceration abyss. Needless to say, I have never taken a hit of acid since. Boom! So I'm pretty buzzed, and hopefully it'll be better than that when I'm not as drunk as I am. But it's a great fucking story, written by a guy who that was a true story. So yeah, it's very, very interesting to hear. Hey.
Can you stream me?
Yeah.
Hi.
Why?
Drunk.
I'm not drunk.
Can you hook me up in the room?
Yeah.
I'm not waiting for you tomorrow. We gotta get up and be active.
I know. I'm so excited about it.
Okay.
You're driving down there, right?
No, I'm not. I'm driving at all. Not there, not back.
Oh, it's only 11. I'm chilling.
Okay, can you put me right now?
Hold on. I gotta go put my wife to bed, guys. You like that, Christian? That was a good story, huh? All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a song. It's an Audible 484 song, unreleased. And I want you guys to kind of tell me what you think about it at the end. Can you tell me? I don't know. Maybe that's just weird. I don't know. Whatever. I am drunk.
I don't think I'm ever gonna die now.
Yeah.
I'm feeling so good, I wanna live. Wow, never ever thought that I'd find out. Life is much better when you don't give a fuck. Roll it up, take a puff and sniff some stuff. It's okay if you sniff gay or you sniff K, as long as you can fucking say. I don't give a fuck about you lying bitches said. I don't give a fuck about you lying niggas said. I don't give a fuck about you dirty bitches said. I don't give a fuck about you dirty niggas said. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't ever wanna not be high now. Well, honestly, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, wow, I don't need to be high now. What the fuck is this life if I cannot smoke? This life if I cannot drink? Can I be the same me I've always been? Can I live just a little bit different? Damn, I don't even know. But I know I gotta try. When you're high, you don't ever wanna go down. But if I don't, I'ma die. And it's apparent in me, it's gotta be better than I was. Cause Mila and V deserve better than me. And dropping them off at my parents while I'm doing some drugs. Nah, I'm better than that. I ain't the same little boy, nah, I'm better than that. And I'ma miss some of my boys, but I'm better than that. And I ain't saying that I'm better, but I'm better than that, yeah. I don't give a fuck about you lying bitches said. I don't give a fuck about you lying niggas said. I don't give a fuck about you dirty bitches said. I don't give a fuck about you dirty niggas said. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't think I'm ever gonna die now. I'm feeling so good, I wanna live. Wow, never ever thought that I'd find out.
Damn, it just repeated? Holy shit. All right, let's get some music going. Cheers. Exactly. That's kind of why I say nigga in the song. I've never done that ever. I don't say that like chilling, but it's like in the moment of that song and in the vibe of that song, that's what makes sense. And there's been songs where I literally change that word to like dog or some other shit just because I don't feel like comfortable saying it or whatever. But it's just like, it makes perfect sense with the song, with the vibe of the track. And I'm going to say it, I'm going to do it because I don't give a fuck. And not to say I don't give a fuck if about like being offending to certain people, and that's not what I'm trying to do. But it's like, I don't know. Just wanted like, I'm not saying it in a mean way, and I guarantee you 90% of anybody who might normally have an issue with it would understand that. And it's just a song. So, yeah. Morello. I'll have this probably and one more, and then I'm probably done. Because we got to go to the beach tomorrow. I'm excited, dude. I must look fly tomorrow wearing my Audible shirt. If you guys are wanting to kick it, go to Santa Monica Pier. I'm going to be at Santa Monica Pier all day tomorrow.
No.
Why not?
We're not hanging out with people.
Yeah, we are. Everybody's welcome to come.
We're on a date.
They can come hang out with us. Why not?
What are you doing?
Hit it for the camera.
No.
Come on, girl.
No.
Why? Let's do it. It's not it's like, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of just exactly what she said, or he said. It's like, oh damn, that song gives me, don't worry about the outcome because in the end I'll know good type of vibe. I know I'll be good. Don't close that shit on me. She closed the door on me. Damn. Damn. So I had 153 people click play on this video, on this stream. 158 people have clicked play on this stream. But there's only about 12 or so people watching right now. What do you guys think that I'm doing wrong to not... It's probably very normal though. But is there something that I'm doing wrong that I need to be more entertaining or talkative? Probably. I need to get used to just like talking, keeping the vibe open. Keeping the vibe open is what it is. Understanding that the vibe can continue even after you stop talking. Damn. Shaggy says damn, that shit got me. I opened up to my mom last night about my addiction struggles in the past. I have PTSD and weed keeps me sane. But I got a hit with to distribute charge right out of high school. Got hooked on DXM because it was a legal cop-out. Never would have opened up without watching you growing up, man. So keep the grind going, bruh. It's going to work itself out. I appreciate you, Shaggy. Thank you, man. And I'm proud of you, man. No matter what the fucking reason is that you get hooked to something, no matter if it's DXM, if it's fucking heroin, you know, painkillers, prescription pills, weed, alcohol. It doesn't matter. One of the most important things that I ever learned when I was in like 9th grade, my stepdad used to, for like a few weeks, my mom would make me wake up with my stepdad at like 3:30 in the morning and drive basically 20 minutes away to the nearest gym and work out with him at like 4 in the morning for like an hour and a half. And I remember the first or second day that I went, the day after, I legitimately couldn't go to school because my legs were so fucking sore that I couldn't walk. I tried to stand up out of bed and I would fall down to the ground. I couldn't keep myself up. And I don't know, that just goes to show you how out of place I was in this situation. When I went to the gym, you kind of got to understand how gyms work. How at certain times, there's always going to be that guy who's here, who's doing his legs. Always going to be that guy over there who's just fucking working on his chest and his arms. And it's like, you kind of understand there's a cycle and a community at the gym that you go to. Especially at the times you go to it. And there was this old man who, in my mind, he looked buff as fuck, like strong as fuck. My stepdad ended up telling me and like showing me, like, nah, look at the weights he's using. They were, he's weak. And I was like, wow. It was kind of shocking to see a grown man disrespect his elder and not be like humble about something. That just goes to show how much of a piece of shit that guy was. But that old man, who I thought was real buff and real cool, would occasionally talk to us. Here we go. I'm gonna have to head out now, so I'm sorry. Let's see you again. Hey, I appreciate you. We're gonna have a good time. I'm excited. And this vacation, or this tomorrow, is the girls are gonna be with my dad or my mom. So we're gonna be chilling, just me and Monica. So it's gonna be very fun. So, but thank you. I appreciate you. No, I appreciate you, Shaggy. Thank you for letting me know. But where I was going with that story with that man, he used to talk to us and be real nice. And I think he kind of saw that I was real nervous and out of place in that situation. And he told me, look, you're tall, you're long. And he told me that, like, if I really worked out, my muscles would look better than everyone else because they were small. He said that I'll naturally look like my muscles will look better no matter what because I'm tall and big. And he just always had positive things to say. And I don't know why the fuck I started bringing that up. Oh, and he said, and one of the things he said was, see, the weight that you're lifting, even though it's only like you're only curling like 15 pound weights, and these other guys are curling 85 pound or whatever the fuck, 60 pound weights. The only difference between you and them is you're smaller and you're newer to lifting weights. He said the struggle and as hard as it is for you, it's just as hard as it is for them. You guys are both struggling just as much, but the weight is different. The struggle is the same, and the only difference is experience. That's kind of one of the things I'll always remember, and not necessarily like hold it to lifting weights, but like even like you said about DXM. And you said because it was a legal cop out. Like that kind of felt like you were trying to like downplay it, like it was like whatever. I feel like some people try to downplay their addictions sometimes. But DXM, or whatever the addiction is addiction, no matter what you're addicted to, you know? Just because you're sad as shit and depressed, although your life hasn't been that hard, doesn't mean that just because somebody had a way worse life than you, you don't have the right to feel that way. The weight may be different, but the struggle is the same. Everything I said tonight is bullshit and drunken nonsense. But if anything you can go away with from tonight, the weight may be the same. Excuse me. The weight might be different, but the struggle is the same. That's fire. What a stream. What a stream. You guys are awesome. Well, there it is. Whoever's here, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Hope you guys are having a great night. Be safe. Be careful. Love each other. I'm going to take off. Tomorrow's going to be a great day. I'm excited. Hopefully, I'll have a vlog to you guys by like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. No later than Wednesday. And if not, I'll be live on Sunday with the Yesterday podcast. So make sure you guys turn notifications on. I'm no longer monetized, so that's an issue. But I appreciate you guys for stopping by and hanging out. Drew, you're awesome. Shaggy, there's way more stuff since then. I have an old wise soul now. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you, man. Love you guys for stopping by. Devin, Swizzy, Shaggy, Deuces, you guys are awesome. Have a great night. I'll see you guys Sunday with the podcast. It's gonna be a fun one. I'm excited to get out of the house tomorrow and enjoy life and look at the sun and the ocean. So yeah, much love. Peace out, Dre. See you, brother.